welcome back to this Sweet Sue's Kitchen. Today, our mom's going to be showing you how to make sausage, gravy, biscuits, and blue waffles. If you're new here, welcome. And make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Let's get cooking.
Alright, you guys, so now we're going to get started with this pretty simple recipe, which I know that all of you are familiar with. Okay, story time, right? Have you ever went to McDonald's when they had this real luscious sausage and gravy biscuit? You guys, I know I love getting that first thing in the morning when they was serving it, and it was so delicious to me. Although I said, well, you know, I can put my own little spin to this thing to make it popping. But listen, we're going to make that version today, you guys. And it's pretty simple. If you thought it was complicated, it's not. So we're going to do this simple recipe. I hope you guys follow along. I hope you enjoy it. And also, I'm going to do a part 2 with making some blue waffles, you guys. They're going to be heart-shaped waffles. They're so sweet. Look at what my kids made me this morning. I just like to share. It's so pretty. My 2 girls, blessed in honesty. Of course, you saw them at the beginning of the segment. They are so sweet. See, here's a close-up. But anyway, so in honor of that, we're going to do our heart-shaped waffles, you guys, and the color blue. She insists on it being blue. All right, so here is the ingredients for our sausage gravy biscuits. You all got some Swagger. You don't have to use that brand, but this is Swaggerty brand that I always use. Sausage patties, okay, make sure they're nice and thawed out. I know you probably keep it in the freezer, so you know it'd be reserved, but make sure it's room temperature. Okay, now we're gonna have us some flour and of course some sugar, which I have it in my container, but I'll be measuring it out, although I don't really measure, but we're gonna do this for YouTube's sake. Okay, alright, we're gonna have us some baking powder. We're going to have some salt. And also, I don't have it shown in the video, but we're going to have us some Crisco. Let me holler at my helper. Blessing, can you hand Mommy that yellow can right under there? Nope, right there. Right there? Yes. Thank you, ma'am. We're going to show the audience, our YouTube family. Hi. This is the butter Crisco that I'll be using, and we're going to kind of crush it up into the biscuits to get it all nice and moist and flaky, you know. All right, so enough with the chit chat. Let's get started. All right, so now we're back. We're going to put, okay, I already got the Crisco in the bowl. 3 tablespoons, 3.5 tablespoons. Try to make it like, you know, that stick that you normally get of the Crisco butters that you see in the store. Yeah, so anyway, ring. So you guys, when you're in the kitchen, of course, wash your hands before you get started with anything. All right, so we're just trying to be safe for everybody. All right, so I'm going to place my ring over here, and hopefully I remember where I put it. Tendency of losing stuff. Anyway, we're going to start our measurement off with 2 cups of flour. Cup number 1. And this is cup number 2. Now, if you don't like getting messy in the kitchen, this is not for you making these biscuits from scratch, okay? Because there's going to be some flour that's going to fly every now and then. Anyway, but as long as you clean it up, that's the... We're going to enter our sugar. Now, you don't have to have a lot of sugar in your biscuit mix, because we're not trying to make sweet biscuits at this moment. We're just going to make just some simple little nice flavorful biscuits, okay? So for the amount of sugar that I'm going to use is about, just as I got 2 tablespoons in. See, y'all know I don't measure because it seems like I'm struggling child. Okay, so this is 1. And this is 2. 2 tablespoons of sugar. I hope you guys follow along. Remind me, let's say, Sue, that's not how much you put in. Now we're going to do a full teaspoon of salt. Because like I said, we want it flavorful. You guys, I hope you all are having a blessed and beautiful, wonderful day. That's a teaspoon of that salt that I was saying. And then we're going to follow up with, I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Alright. Now I know you hear my kids in the background chit-chatting. And you guys, I know you see the milk, and I forgot to mention that I'm going to be, some people use buttermilk, but I'm going to use just regular old whole milk, okay? Don't have to run out and get nothing fancy, anything like that. I'm just using regular whole milk. And with that being said, I'm going to add a cup . 1 cup. Now I'm looking for this consistency to become like, you know, doughy, because we're mixing the flour and the milk together, so they come out as an even ratio. And we're gonna give it a nice little stir, which you guys can see. Sorry that I don't have a glass bowl because my glass bowl broke. And give it a nice little stir, although I use my hand to actually knead it. And I'm going to show you in just a second how the dough looks and what it should look like. Okay, you see that? And you can pull it apart like so. Wash my hands real quick so I can scoop out my flour. I don't want to touch my utensils with my hands like this because it's going to be messy all over the place. We are going to put some flour on our clean surface, y'all, which this has been cleaned before I started filming. Alright, now if you need some more flour, go ahead, by all means, put some more flour down. Now what you don't want to do is knead your dough too many times because you don't want your biscuits to be too stiff. So I'm just going to slightly gather, I hope you guys can see, gather my flour around and just toss it just one time. Give it a little like that. Fold it. Fold it. I don't want to manipulate it too much. My children are being well behaved. Thank y'all. Now, here's the old school method. We can either take a roller pin and roll this out, or we can just do it with our hands. But I'd rather do it with my hands. Now, we press it out about an inch thick or so. Now, I'm going to get me a cup. And this is what my dad used to show me. Back. Alright, so we got our glass. Right? Nice clean glass. And now what we're going to do is put a little flour on the surface on the side. Just a little bit. And we're going to coat the top of the glass with the flour. Just like that. And the reason we're doing that is so it would not stick to your biscuit. So satisfying. Press it and turn. Press in and turn. And press in and turn. So we just cut out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 biscuits all at one time. Before we put it on the pan, we're gonna do a little spray down with our Baker's Joy. And now if you don't have Baker's Joy, you can use Pam. That's what I'm trying to think of. You can use Pam. Now this one is, or butter. Thank you, Honesty. Okay, so this one is Baker's Joy, and it comes already with the oil and flour in it, so that's pretty nifty, right? Yeah. Okay, so you get your sheet pan. Go ahead and spray your sheet pan nice and good, nice and good. Just like that. You're gonna put your biscuits already on your sheet pan. You can use parchment paper if you like. Now, what we do with these, huh? Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna knead it just a little bit more, not too much, because you don't want to manipulate too much. And make a nice little dough, little circle. Now I'm gonna pat this down about 1 inch, like I did with the last one. Go ahead and put some more flour on my glass. Press down and cut. Press down and cut. And you keep that pattern until all of your dough is gone. Waste not, want not. Ain't that right, Pop Bear?
All right. That's right. Waste not, want not. Good morning, everybody. I'm trying to figure me some coffee. Coffee.
That's his routine. Then you're gonna have some sausage gravy biscuits, y'all. Look how pretty that biscuit is. See? You can do it too. I know it looks like a Johnny cake. Now this is a little miniature. You can keep it. I always roll it into a ball like that and give it a little pat. So it's like my little baby biscuit. I have my oven set at 350, and we're gonna let these bake for about 12 to 15 minutes until it poofs. Now you see, nice and simple and easy, right? Moving on to the next step. All right, you guys. So we have cleaned up. Got everything put back together, and we're gonna start on our mix for our waffles, okay, our blue waffles. While the biscuits are baking in the oven, we just set the timer, and it's in there for a good 3 minutes so far. So we're watching that, keeping an eye on that, and this is what we call multitasking, which I know you moms out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Multitasking, trying to do 2 things or 3 things or 4 things at the same time. Alright, so now we're going to do this. Self-rising flour. This is what we're going to use. And I forgot to tell you that for my biscuits, I use the all-purpose flour, okay? But for these pancakes, these waffles, I'm going to use self-rising flour. Why? Because it has that added baking powder already in it, and I don't have to add that in it. So anyway, we're going to do 2 cups of our flour. Bless it. There you are. Okay. 2 cups of that flour. And again, we're not packing the flour, okay? We're just going to slightly kind of bump it on the sides. That helps the air to circulate in the flour, okay? I heard that once on the Food Network channel. A little plug. Anyway. Ooh, you will catch me watching that all the time. That is my wind down time. I love watching cooking shows. It inspires me to do multiple things. Anyway, so this is the 2nd cup of flour. Although you saw just a little tiny bit waste into my bowl, but that's okay. It won't hurt anything. 2 cups of that flour. Now we're going to do, and you guys, eggs is included. Now you have these already sitting out at room temperature before you start making your waffles, okay? So we're going to do 1 cup of whole milk again. 1 cup of whole milk. And I'm not making a large batch only because this is just for the kids. Me and Papa Bear, we're going to have us some sausage biscuits, okay? Sausage biscuits. Alright, so we're going to put 2 eggs. And be careful when you crack your eggs in your bowl. You know, once you crack it in, you can't take it back out. But you don't want no shells in there. And you definitely don't want any rotten eggs, okay? Although I haven't had any rotten eggs, so that's number 2. Now, this part you can add whatever kind of flavoring that you want inside your pancakes. Me, preferably, I like cinnamon and nutmeg. You know, that fall, I call them fall flavors. You might call it something different. But, you guys, we're going to step away from this camera real quick. And I'm going to get my cinnamon and my nutmeg. I'm back. Alright, like a snack attack. Alright, so this is some cinnamon. I'm going to shake just a little bit in there. Boom, boom, like 2 times. Boop, boop. Now yes, it sure do. I love the smell of cinnamon. Okay, nutmeg, you guys. Little shake. You use however much you want to use this according to your preference and your taste, okay? So, but we're using a little shake and a little shake, a little pinch, and a little pinch. Now, here is the food coloring, you guys. Blue. Yes, come on in.
Okay. And also, if you want to make this at home, you can use any kind of food dye you want. And if you don't have food dye, this is another special trick that my family uses. We use any kind of color syrup as long as you like the flavor and it tastes good. And it will dye the pancake mix.
Oh,
Tastes very good, by the way.
Yes. Okay, you guys, we're going to add in our, just a pinch, okay? Just a pinch. A little drop. A nice heaping drop. Just to make sure. And you can test it from there to make sure if it's going to come out the color that you desire. And now we're going to add in just about a teaspoon of sugar. Or 2 teaspoons, rather, of sugar. Alright. Now we're going to turn, they're having an open discussion over here, Charles. Yes. Okay, we are almost done with our food. Alright. So, now let's stir our waffle mix. Oh, and it's coming out beautifully. It's turning blue.
Yeah, so pretty.
Yes, just that 1 drop of food coloring. Now, you guys, I can't really tell you what type of food coloring to get, but you can get it from your local grocery store, however. Now, this batter is a little thick. So, I'm going to add just a tad bit of milk into it. Just a tad bit, not much, just a tad bit. And you know, just kind of eyeball what you're doing, you know, because sometimes the cup may not be enough. And you might, you know, it just depends on how you like your batter. I can already tell you this is going to be some beautiful waffles. I have a little cute little nostalgia waffle iron that I'm using today. Although I have my old school waffle iron, but I'm going to use that nostalgia one because that's the one that's shaped like a heart. Alright, now that's how I like it. See, ooh. See that, you guys? Blue.
It's like a royal blue.
Yes, beautiful.
It's a special blue for mommy.
That's a beautiful battle. Alright, you guys.
Like, if everybody's watching this video and give 1,000 likes, then, you'll bring something for you.
Alright, 1,000 likes, you guys. You heard it. You heard it out the mouth of babes, alright? Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Alright. We'll be right back. I'm show you my little waffle iron. Alright, so this is my nostalgia heart-shaped waffle maker, okay? So you guys, this is not a sponsored video or anything. This is just one of these gadgets, many gadgets that I picked up and I like to use in the kitchen. Okay, so all right. I got my little daughter, she is in training with me. All right, so this is the inside of the waffle maker. We're gonna use some Baker's Joy. Although you may not have to use this, but I like to use it just in case that I, don't want it to stick any. And I'm gonna give it a nice little spray. And take our little scoop. And now this is the thing about making waffles. You gotta gauge exactly how much to put in there, because it will run it over, okay? I think that should be good. Now, it might have some crusties on the side, because, hey, nobody's perfect on making waffles, okay? Ooh, I smell it, y'all. I smell it, smell it, smell it. Now, I hope they done. Yeah, they done. That was quick. Beautiful.
If they were like not done, then they would get. If Mommy tried to pick it up,
Okay. Now I hope that this catch every corner. Bam. We can see if it's ready. I think it is. All right. Should be able to just lift it with my hand. Yep. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay. That's pancake number 2. All right, you guys. So now we're going to make our sausage gravy. So first of all, you want to start off with a nice hot pan. I have my heat on medium high, so I won't be burning, scorching anything, because you're not really trying to cook it to its fullest as a patty. We're going to actually dice it up in the pan. So let's start off with this nice hot pan. Now I'm going to do 5. And save the rest so they can eat with their waffles. 5 should be just fine. Now what you're going to do is start breaking it up just like that with your spatula. So you get nice small pieces. You don't have to be real tiny, but just small enough. Now, once we have the sausage nice and chopped up, now we're going to take our salt and pepper. I put a little onion powder in mine. I put a little onion powder in mine. I put a little salt, just a little bit, because the sausage is salty itself. Don't want to go crazy with the salt. And go in with some black pepper. Okay, and my last but not least, we're going to put in a little garlic powder. Because I like garlic and things. So I'll have me a nice savory biscuit. And so the root of this is actually making a white gravy. And now we're going to make us a slurry of flour and water to start our gravy off. Alright, now we're going to add in about a stick of butter. That's like 2 sticks of butter actually. And let that melt on in. I switched pans, you guys, because I want to be able to hold my gravy. So I can't do it in a frying pan. So it's most important that you use the tools necessary, you know, for the job, okay? Alright, so now we're going to add in our slurry. If y'all guys can see me. And this is the base that's going to make the gravy, okay? And you don't want it to turn completely brown. We're going to add some milk into this too as well. It's going to have a little tint to it because of the sausage. We're going to add just that was about a tablespoon of milk. Okay, because I'm not making a whole big batch. But the longer you simmer this gravy, it is going to thicken up because of the flour. And all you do is like 1 part flour, 1 part of milk, or 1 part of flour, 1 part of water to make the slurry. And see, you guys, it's already thickening up. And make sure you gauge your temperature on your stove. You don't want it completely like too high. And by all means, taste your food as you go, okay? Alright, now that's thickened quite a bit. Alright guys, this gravy is done. This gravy is done, you all. You see that? I'm trying to get a good gauge so you can see, because the camera with the steam. And if it's too thick, you all, add just a little bit of water. See it? That's good. Now that's better than McDonald's. I'm here to tell you, anything homemade is better than McDonald's. Alright. A heart-shaped waffles, you guys, in our little nostalgia waffle maker, heart-shaped waffle maker. Look, you guys. It is so sweet to make heart-shaped waffles for your baby. We're going to plate our sausage biscuits, you all. So our biscuits are done. We're going to take our little biscuits. We cut them open, right? Now we take the gravy.
Yummy gravy.
And just pour right on top. Right straight across.
So yummy gravy.
Oh. We're getting it ready for Papa Bear to try his biscuits, you all.
Me too.
And the rest, you will see them. So you guys, this is it. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment, you guys, because all of that helps my channel to grow. And if you want to see your girl on the tube, you guys, and I'm trying to make videos as frequent as I can. You're not, I am busy, but never too busy for my YouTube fam, because without you guys, my channel wouldn't grow. And in the grace of God, we give God all glory, all thanks. Like I said, put him first in everything that you do. Know that amputees can cook too. And you guys, we'll see you next time on the tube.
See you later.
See you later. Stay tuned for Papa Bear, alright?
See you later.
Okay, go hit the button. Go hit the button. All right, you guys. So this is a dual daddy-daughter taste testing. All right, you guys. We doing a little clean up here in this kitchen, so don't mind my little dishes in the sink. We're gonna clean it up. Let's go, you guys.
All
What
right.
you're eating is the sausage gravy biscuit. Ooh, And wait a minute, Papa Bear. Now you got honestly pouring the syrup on her waffles and her sausage. Alright, take a taste.
You like it, like it. Y'all know what it is. You gotta get it. You gotta go.
They both going two different ways.
Hey, I don't need